Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can use Syntasso Kratix Enterprise's upgrade orchestrator to manage the upgrades of your promises. Let's imagine that you had a promise installed and you had a series of requests that run across a few different environments. In this case, you can see in the top left that I have a Redis promise installed and I have a few different requests belonging to the dev, staging and prod environment, and they are indicated that they're dev, staging and prod by both the labels that they have, where the environment equals dev, staging or prod, and also through their names. As you can see just below that, I have pinned every request to a particular version. So currently all of my requests for all of my resources are using the V1 version of this Redis promise. With the introduction of the Syntasso Kratix Enterprise Upgrade Orchestrator, you now have the ability to define a strict plan for how you should go about upgrading these resources. You can choose when the upgrade should occur, how they should be grouped together, for example by dev, staging and prod, how many should occur in flight, and a set of allow and deny windows for when these upgrades can and cannot occur, for example to prevent upgrades occurring during critical times during the week. I'm going to show you a very simple scenario in which my upgrade plan defines that I want all of my dev instances to be updated, and only once they're successful all of my staging, and then once all of my staging is successful my production requests. So first I'm going to go ahead and install the V2 version of the promise to have it available. And then I'm going to go ahead and define the upgrade plan. This is quite a simple plan. It defines that any requests that are on version 1.0.0 can be upgraded to version 2.0.0, and that this will happen across 3 rollout groups. The dev group, which will run with a maximum of 2 in flight, the staging, that will run with a maximum of 1 in flight, and the production, that will use the maximum of 1 in flight as well. All of these groups are going to select their resources by using the labels, in this case selecting resource requests that have the env-dev, env-staging and env-prod labels. A plan is just a definition of what should occur when a run is triggered, but to actually have the plan run, you need to create an upgrade run resource. In this case, you just create it manually and you reference the plan that you want to invoke. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the upgrade run, and we'll see that our upgrade run will begin. So on the right hand side, you're going to see that it's going to start the upgrade of both the dev R1 and dev R2 resources simultaneously, because I've defined a maximum concurrent for my upgrade plan to be 2. Once they're finished, it's then going to progress to the staging requests, and it's going to do those one by one. So here you can see it's upgrading the first staging request, and once that's finished, it's going to upgrade the second staging request. If any failures occur during a rollout group, the upgrade is failed and it does not progress any further along in the group. So in this case, I'm going to make my second request fail, and just to highlight what happens when a failure occurs. So here we can see the second workflow is running, it's erroring. In the top right, where we're watching the upgrade run, we're going to see that transition to a state of failed. Once a failure has occurred, we can inspect the status of this upgrade run to see how the groups progressed. In this case, that you can see that when it got to staging, there was 1 succeeded and 1 failed. And to see granular information about which requests failed to upgrade, you can describe the upgrade run, and you'll see a list of events describing which resource requests failed. Once you've manually recovered from this failure and you're happy to proceed with an upgrade, all you have to do is create another upgrade run, again referencing the plan, and the upgrade will resume. In this case, because dev was succeeded and the first staging has been succeeded, they aren't re-attempted because they've already been upgraded. So we can see the upgrade started from the second staging request and has now moved on to the production request. Once all of the requests in the plan have finished being upgraded, the upgrade run will transition to a succeeded state and your upgrade is complete. If we inspect the resource bindings, we'll see here that they've all successfully been transitioned to V2. If you enjoyed this video and you're interested in learning more about Syntasso Kratix Enterprise, head over to syntasso.io/SKE to get access to a trial token today.